I'm from the Silicon Valley. And for me, along this way, I grew as a person too. I started off as a technical support rep, working the help desk. And then I became very good at what I did, and then I got promoted, and then I had this crossroad where either I could move into this one direction, which is more of an individual contributor role, and the other one was a leadership path. And again, I had these limiting beliefs in myself where I didn't think I was a leader, I didn't think I was a technical person. And when the opportunity was presented to me, I asked somebody, I said, what do you think I should do? I got advice, and she said, you need to go into leadership. And as a result of that, I grew as a person too. In the tech industry, it's very difficult to be a woman, especially this is 25 years ago. It has changed a lot. The culture is very much a bro culture, where it's very male dominated. And for me, there were three things that were going against me. First off, I was a woman. Secondly, I was a brown woman. Third, I'm a practicing Muslim. And in the tech industry, the way to build relationships is that you hang out with each other, you go to happy hour, you drink, you bond over drinks, and I couldn't do that. So I really had to quickly realize how to come into my own. Coming from a very traditional background, I was raised in a very traditional Pakistani family. My parents' idea of raising children came from the 70s because that's what they knew when they left Pakistan. And so I was taught to be an obedient daughter who didn't rock the boat. But when you go into the corporate sector, you have to learn how to rock the boat. You have to have a voice. And I had to quickly realize that in order for me to survive in this industry, I really had to work on myself, and I had to work on my communication skills, learn to be comfortable in front of people, and learn to be comfortable with public speaking, which is something that I struggled with. And I also had to really change my limiting beliefs. I didn't believe I was a leader. I didn't believe, because in my culture and the way I was brought up is we were taught to be humble. Humility was a big aspect. But in the corporate sector, especially in the US, it's all about what they say, tooting your horn. You have to toot your horn, make loud sound, be visible, and have this presence, which I didn't really know. I had to figure all these things out on my own by investing in myself, going into Toastmasters, taking public speaking classes, really practicing, getting more involved, finding a mentor, talking to people. And that was how I was able to survive. And you asked the question like, why am I so loyal? Most people in the tech industry are not, right? I really believe that there's three things. For me, money is not the most important thing. For me, autonomy is very important. It's important for me to work with somebody, a leader who has your back, who you can, relate to. It's important for me to work with, credible colleagues who are supportive of you. So work culture was very important to me. And that's why I, stayed for as long as I did, because I was given the opportunities. I was in a very supportive environment. I knew the people that I work with. And it takes time for you to build your reputation. You really have to prove yourself. And I didn't want to, they say that the grass is always greener on the other side. It's not, right? And I had found a place where I could, really develop my skills and grow. And this is why I stayed for as long as I have been now.